From WBNC News. From WBNC News. From WBNC News. In Chesterfield Township. In Chesterfield Township. In Chesterfield Township, New Jersey. I'm Marissa Murphy. Chesterfield Township, formed in 1688 and is home to over 7,000 residents today. A lot of history is held on the grounds of one of the oldest towns settled. The township holds 3 towns, or villages: Chesterfield, Sykesville, and Crosswicks, the oldest village in Chesterfield Township, formed in 1677. Between its abundance of preserved farmland, which covers over 6,700 acres of the township, its historic preservation of the old and the new, the ever-growing elementary school, and the businesses that reside here. There's one small news outlet that is known to many of the locals, and although the studio lives inside this small house in Crosswicks, there's a ton of news to be covered, and history to be made. And also cats. The cats are nice.
Hi, I'm Ben Wolverton, and I am the owner of WBNC News. So WBNC News started in 2011, late in 2011 when I was still in high school, and it's a website and an online show about Chesterfield Township and the surrounding area. The first show WBNC News did was called Weekends in Chesterfield, and we did it for quite a while. And again, that was another way to go out and cover all the events going on, because a lot of events took place on the weekends. So the first episode, we went and filmed the rabies shot clinic in town, so we still cover the small town news. And then the next episode, Marissa joined on, because when I ask people to volunteer to do things, they can't always do it. So Marissa joined the WBNC News team.
My WBNC News debut. Thanks, Ben. Why don't we take a very quick stroll through memory lane to remind us where I started? Welcome to Weekends in Chesterfield. I'm Marissa Murphy. Rachel Trotter is off, and here's what happened in your area this weekend. Okay. I was gonna put a freeze frame here and make the joke about how I look so much better 6 years ago, 60 pounds lighter, looks so good. But come on. I look awful in this episode. Let's just keep going.
So Marissa joined for Weekends in Chesterfield episode 2, and I haven't let her leave since. That was the blood drive. We've done so many different things for Weekends in Chesterfield. We went to the elementary school for the plays, and to more blood drives, just all sort of small town things. We focused on more the hyper-local news, and that's what really gets people interested to see what's going on in their area.
6 to 8 people injured, possibly unconscious.
Any available units. District 26 has an accident. It's going to be a school bus versus a garbage truck.
Police are requesting a second helicopter and also additional BLS.
A deadly accident in New Jersey involving a school bus and a dump truck.
A severe accident this morning right at the intersection of Old York Road and Route 528.
An 11-year-old sixth grader from Chesterfield Elementary School was killed, and 3 other students were seriously injured in this morning's collision between a school bus and a dump
Rick,
truck.
those accident investigators are measuring skid marks, taking in road conditions, as you say, in an attempt to determine exactly how this horrible accident happened that took the life of the daughter of a New Jersey state trooper.
When we first started WBNC News, it was just a little website that I put together all about, it was going to be all about events that go on in Chesterfield Township, and then before we could even get started, there was a terrible bus accident in Chesterfield. Instead, we covered all the fundraisers that went on. We went to the local farms, we went to the local Acme in town that had fundraisers for these kids.
Since the day of our bus accident, and they had depleted their blood supply.
And so since then, we've really worked hard to move on to other more called hard news, like politics and that sort of thing, what goes on in the meetings. but we've always stayed true to the public events, and we have a big community calendar that anybody can contribute to for school events, church events, all that sort of thing going on in Chesterfield Township. So not every show we've done in the past 6 years has been as popular as Weekends in Chesterfield or the WBNC News Sunday show that we do now. I've had lots of ideas, mostly based on what I've watched on TV. We've done shows like Good Morning Crosswicks, which was a morning show that we taped late at night because I'm not getting up early. And it was a long-form show that was basically Weekends in Chesterfield, just in the morning and different intro and anyway. And then we did the Marissa Murphy show, which I made Marissa write all of, and so it didn't happen.
Well, thanks for throwing me under the bus. You would think a show with my name in the title would have lasted a bit longer, but unfortunately, Ben is right. I didn't have the time to write my own stories for an entire episode. So once the first episode aired, it stopped. Wait, go back. Yeah, that studio tour? Never happened. Alright, carry on.
What else did we do? Oh, Chesterfield Buzz was just a quick thing that didn't work.
In fact, this didn't work at all. It was the same thing as WBNC News, but shorter. And I ended the episode like this.
This has been WBNC's Chesterfield Buzz. I'm Marissa Murphy, and I'm going to the beach now. Bye.
Okay, to be fair, it was spring break. I was just trying to have a little fun.
So we wanted to upgrade WBNC News for 2018, and so we painted a blue wall, and that's it. No, I'm just kidding. We also got new microphones. We redid the lighting system on the top of the ceiling and hung the lights from up there.
Get a nice tan up there.
We wanted to make the WBNC News show more visually interesting, no offense to Marissa, but we wanted to have a nice background color, and so we chose WBNC News Blue, and trademark, TM. And so we went to the hardware store and picked out a color, and they mixed it for us in the paint shaker. And then it took a couple days, as you can see. I'm helping you edit. With this clip here. Please take a look at the clip.
Oh, look at us high five.
Look at us high five. That's so great. Teamwork. There really is. There's paint on the floor. There's paint on the floor still because the cleaning lady has the day off. When I first started WBNC News almost 7 years ago now, we didn't know what we were doing, or I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to make a website or edit a TV show. And we still kind of don't know what we're doing. We sort of make it up as we go along. We don't have a lot of funding, so we sort of find our way to jerry-rig everything and get the lights from the hardware store and microphones at a discount. So now we sort of know what we're doing, and we put out a good weekly show when we can, when we're not at our regular jobs. But we're now a registered business with the state of New Jersey. Just filed our taxes for last year. And we're just happy to keep going out and covering events right here in Chesterfield Township.
WBNC News has changed so much over the last 7 years. And like Ben said, we enjoy putting out the news to our community. We feel as if it keeps Chesterfield Township close-knit, knowing we are doing a small part by sharing events and the breaking news that happen around town. While there's always room for improvement, we feel as though we achieved a lot, watching WBNC News grow and expand. So maybe you'll find yourself watching an old or new episode, catching up on what you're missing out in our township. For a small township like Chesterfield, there's always something going on. And as always,
I'm Marissa Murphy.
I'm Marissa Murphy.
I'm Marissa Murphy. I'm Marissa Murphy.
I'm Marissa Murphy.
I'm Marissa Murphy, and have a good night.
I can't work under these conditions.
Good. Then you go
And
home.
by these, I am home.
Okay. Well, can we
This
go
is
over?
my home.
I'd like to work quickly so I can go home and like eat.
Turn on. Do you have your air conditioner in your room yet?
No.
Oh,
it's
that's
hot. Into the camera.
right down the barrel.
Can't wait to put that in the bloopers.
Oh, this whole thing is gonna be a blooper. No offense. When we first started, I'm gonna start again. Take as long as I
I
need.
want to eat before 11.
When is this due?
The end of the semester.
Alright, I might be done by then.
Good. You scared my cat shot away. I don't appreciate that.
This is also the Marissa Murphy position.
That's not my position. My position
It's the position of everybody around you.
is. I know.
Goodbye.
It was nice seeing you, Mom. God, just like Marissa's. With a different color thinking, but a different color. You good, Mom?
Just with Marissa's name on it. So we focused more on sort of movies and, you know, fun. I had a really good answer going to camera, and then I just heard, "Don't poop on the floor again." You have to interview her for this thing.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "My daughter is on the news." I'm still laughing. I thought it was a different car. I'm like, it looks exactly like my daughter's, but it's a different color.